Hamatakoepi, Shante Washtea Nape Chiyu Shapi. Hello, my relatives. We view everybody as being related. We're all relatives. I greet you with a good heart handshake. My name is Shelley Buck. I am the president of Friends of the Falls, but I'm also finishing out my term as vice president of the Prairie Island Indian Community Tribal Council. Friends of the Falls started out to stop any commercial development of hydro when the Army Corps said they were going to decommission the site. And that was their main goal, just to keep Crown Hydro out. And then they started doing these community engagements, and people were realizing that there's this whole history of this site that none of them ever knew, and that they really felt like it needed to be geared towards the Native perspective and really have a Native focus and bring back that history that was lost. And then the idea was thrown around about turning the land back to tribes. It's amazing because a lot of the people involved were Washichu, they were white people. So the fact that they're willing to put their money into this and completely change the focus and be willing to give up the reins and say, hey, it's your guys' site, here you go. My team at Friends of the Falls have been working on this with the Corps, I think, for 2 years. The problem is money. Because the site has been decommissioned for navigation, that was its sole purpose. So there's no more money being appropriated for that. Not only educate, it'll help heal both my community, my people, and the surrounding community. It'll be a good bridge between the communities, and then also it's a way to reconnect, not only for my people to reconnect to Witawanagi and Witawanagi, but also for surrounding communities to reconnect to the water. So I think it's really inspiring, and this can be a really great place that becomes a central point for the city and possibly the state. It's called Umtehi. It's a water god or water being that watches over the water. There's different variations of Umtehi that take over. Some people believe there are multiple Umtehi. It's not just one being, it's several beings that watch over the water. There's stories of Umtehi being up at Wakantipi or Wankapi when they built the tunnels underneath the falls for the milling and it collapsed. That was Umtehi. Witawanagi and Witawanagi were really special places. It was a sacred area for my people to go and pray, to go and gather. There are stories that Witawanagi or Spirit Island was a place where some women would go to give birth. We would go and gather medicines, we'd pray, get together. There were stories of a lost love. There's different ends of the story, and I think it's really true to who we are as Dakota people. We see the world in a circular manner, so you can't have the good without the bad, and it all goes together. Federal policies throughout history have tried to assimilate us, they've tried to exterminate us, they've tried to terminate us. Through the boarding schools, we lost a lot of our stories, we've lost a lot of our language, we've lost a lot of our culture. Just because you've desecrated it or destroyed it, Witawanagi, Spirit Island, it's still sacred. That sacredness, that life force, that spirit is still there. It doesn't just go away. But going down there and just speaking a simple Dakota word helps rejuvenate that spirit. That's what she wants to hear. That's what Umtehi wants to hear. It's what Witawanagi wants to hear. Take care of Unshimaka, Grandmother Earth, take care of her. When I'm out and about, no matter where I'm at, if I see trash on the ground, I pick it up, whether it's mine or not, and I throw it away. Support Native artists, support Native businesses. Don't be afraid to support. If you are with people who are saying things that you know aren't true, correct them. Correct them to where they can learn the truth from. When you go through school, the version of history that you're taught is a watered down, sugar-coated, some call it whitewashed version. That is where all this disconnect between the communities happen. They just don't know that history. I think a lot of people just need to know that history. It's just a matter of sitting down and talking with one another and really having everybody at the table. Representation matters on all levels.